Hello, good afternoon. Today we're going to tackle about the relative of dispersion. So what is relative of dispersion? It is a data set more commonly referred to as its coefficient of variation is the ratio of its standard deviation to its arithmetic mean. In effect, it is a measurement of the degree by which an observed variable deviates from its average value. So in relative dispersion, we have four types. First, the coefficient of range. Second, the coefficient of quartile deviation. Third, the coefficient of mean deviation. And fourth, the coefficient of variation. Okay, let's start. We start for the coefficient of range. So what is coefficient of range? It is the measure of the distribution based on range is the coefficient of range, also known as range coefficient of dispersion. For its formula, we have coefficient of range is equals to range over the highest value plus the lowest value times 100. So we have here an example. Let 1, 2, 4, 6, and 7 is a set of values of a distribution. Here, the highest value is 7 and the lowest value is 1. So as you can see, the range we have 7 minus 1 is equals to 6. So the coefficient of range R over the highest value plus the lowest value times 100. In mathematical application, we have 6 over 7 plus 1 or 6 over 8 times 100. So as you can see, the answer is 75%. We have here another example. The following distribution gives the number of houses and the number of persons per house. So as you can see the data, we have here the highest value is equals to 10 and the lowest value is 1. So the range we have 10 minus 1 is equals to 9. So the coefficient of range we have R over the highest value plus the lowest value times 100 is equals to 9 over 11 times 100, and the answer is 81.8%. We move on to the second one, which is the coefficient of quartile deviation. So what is coefficient of quartile deviation? It is a relative measure of dispersion based on a quartile deviation is called the coefficient of quartile deviation. So for its formula, we have quartile 3 minus quartile 1 over quartile 3 plus quartile 1 times 100. So here, for example, we have let the number of students in 5 classes are 110, 150, 180, 190, 215 is a set of values. So here in quartile 1 is equals the size of n plus 1 over 4 and item is equals to 150.5. And the quartile 3 we have the size of 3 times n plus 1 over 4 nth item is equals to 215.5. So the coefficient of quartile deviation, as you can see the formula, apply it to mathematical application. We have 215.5 minus 150.5 over 215.5 plus 150.5 times 100 is equals to 17.75%. So how did we come up to that answer? So here is the solution. In quartile 1 is equals the size of n plus 1 over 4 nth item. So 5 plus 1, 5 is the number, plus 1 over 4 nth item is equals to 1.5 nth item. So here we have to substitute the 1 rather for the first item plus 0.5 plus the second item minus the first item. So here we have 110 as the first item plus 0.5 plus 150 as the second item and 110 as the first item. So as you can see, the answer is 150.5 because 110.5 plus 40 is equals to 150.5. So here in quartile 3, we have 3 times 5 plus 1 over 4 nth item. So the answer is 18 over 4 nth item. So the answer for 18 divided by 4 is 4.5 nth item. So we have to replace the 4 for the fourth item. So we have 190.5 because we have to plus the 0.5 plus 215 minus 190. So the answer is 215.5. So as we go back to the problem, as you can see the formula, we have to apply it. So we have 215.5 minus 150.5 over 215.5 plus 150.5 times 100, and the answer is 17.75%. So we have here another problem. So it is the number of vehicles sold by a major Toyota showroom in a day was recorded for 10 working days. So the data is given as the days from 1 to 10, and the frequency we have 21, 15, 18, 5, 10, 17, 21, 19, 25, and 28. So for the sorted data, we have 5, 10, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 25, and 28. So the number of days we have 10. So here in quartile 1, we have the number plus 1 over 4 nth term or item. So it is equals to 10 plus 1 over 4 is equals to 2.75 nth term or items. So we have here for the second term or item, we have 10 plus 0.75 plus 15 for the third term or item minus 10 for the second term or item. So we have here 10.75 plus 5 is equals to 15.75%. So in quartile 3, we have 3 times n plus 1 over 4 nth term is equals to 3 times 10 plus 1 over 4 is equals to 8.25 nth term. So here we have to substitute 8 for the 8th term. We have 21 plus 0.25 plus for the nth term, we have 25 minus to the 8th term, which is 21. So we have here 21.25 plus 4 is equals to 25.25%. So the coefficient of quartile division, as you can see the formula, so we have here 25.25 minus 15.75 over 25.25 plus 15.75 times 100 is equals to 9.5 over 41 times 100. So as you can see, the answer is 23.17%. So the third part of relative dispersion, we have the coefficient of mean deviation. So what is coefficient of mean deviation? It is the relative measure of dispersion we get by dividing mean deviation by mean is called coefficient of mean deviation. So for its formula, we have the coefficient of mean deviation is equals to mean deviation over mean times 100. So the example for coefficient of mean deviation we have, let the ages of 5 boys in a class is 12, 14, 14, 15, and 18. So their mean is 12 plus 14 plus 14 plus 15 plus 18 is equals to 73. So divided it by 5. So we have the answer of 14.6. So for mean deviation, we have the summation of x minus x over n. So as you can see on the screen, we have the formula for mean deviation, which is the summation of x minus x over n, which is the first x for the ages of boys and the second x for the mean and the n for the number of boys, which is 5. So substitute. So we come up to the answer of 1.52. So how did we come up to that answer? First, for example, we have to ignore the negative signs. Why? Because we are looking for its absolute value. For example, 12 minus 14.6 is equals to negative 2.6. So on and so forth. So we have here negative signs, but we're looking for its absolute value divided by 5. So the answer is 1.52. So the coefficient of mean deviation is equals to mean deviation over x times 100 is equals to 1.52 over 14.6 times 100. So as you can see, the number or the answer is 10.41%. We have here another example. So first we have to compute the mean deviation and the coefficient of mean deviation of the following series, which is 3, 7, 12, 14, 15, 18, and 22. So here is the solution. We have to find the mean, which is the summation of x over x, or the mean, is equals to 3 plus 7 plus 12 plus 14 plus 15 plus 18 plus 22, and the answer is 91 divided by the number, which is 7, is equals to 13. So now, as you can see on the data, we find the absolute value of its x. So now we have the summation of x minus mean is equals to 34 rather. The number is 7, and the mean deviation, as you can see the formula, substitute. So we have here 34 over 7, and the answer is 4.86. So for finding the coefficient of mean deviation, we have here MD minus mean times 100, substitute. So we have 4.86 over 13 times 100, and the answer is 37.38%. So for the last type of relative dispersion, we have the coefficient of variation. So what is coefficient of variation? It is a measure of spread that describes the amount of variability relative to the mean. So for its formula, we have coefficient of variation is equals to standard deviation over mean times 100. So for example, suppose the returns of an investment for 4 years is 1,000, 3,000, 4,500, and 5,000. So for the mean x, we have here 3,375, and the standard deviation is 1,556.23. So the coefficient of variation, we have the coefficient of variation is equals to SD over the mean times 100. So mathematical application, we have 1,556.23 over 3,375 times 100 is equals to 46.11%. So how did we come up to that answer? Here is the solution. So for the coefficient of variation, we have first to find the x, which is the 1,000, 3,000, 4,500, and the 5,000. The second one, we have to find the x minus the mean squared. So we have here 1,000 minus 3,375 raised to 2 is equals to 5,640,625, so on and so forth. So as you can see, we have to compute and add. So the answer is 9,687,500. So we have to apply the formula for standard deviation, which is the summation of x minus the mean squared over n. So we have here the square root of 9,687,500 over 4 is equals to the square root of 2,421,875, and the square root of it is 1,556.23. So the formula for coefficient of variation, we have here the SD over the mean times 100 is equals to 1,556.25 over 3,375 times 100. So the answer is 46.11%. So we have here other example for finding the coefficient of variation. So first, we have to calculate the coefficient of variation of the given data. So the number is 8 and the mean is 646.75. So as you can see, I have already computed the data. So we have here the summation of x minus the mean squared is equals to 1,884,265.5. So here we have the standard deviation formula, substitute. So the answer is the square root of 235,533 point something. So the square root of it, we have 485 point something. You've already seen the something. So we have here the coefficient of variation, which is SD over mean times 100. So here we have 485.something something over 646.75 times 100. As you can see, the answer is 75.4%. So here are some examples of the 4 types of relative dispersion that you may try and study. Hope you learned. Thank you. Stay safe and God bless.